So it says anyways. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Don't need that running anymore. Quit. Don't save. Don't save. Don't need that running anymore. Quit. I got a lot of junk over here. I got all over my desktop. Oh well. You're live. And I gotta shut my own audio off. And bring my chat over. What is up? Hey, Kit. Haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Viking? Dude, did you print that thing? What's up, Vince? What's up? What's up, TK? Oh, dude, you got to jump in here. I haven't had you on stream in a long time. You so want to jump in, don't you? Here, if anybody wants to jump in, there you go. It's wide open to anybody. And if I don't like you, I just won't let you into the room. Or I might just miss you. But anyway, did you guys see the little preview window picture of me in like probably tomorrow? About 10 years. The aging app, Joel, the 3D printing nerd there, was playing with it. And I'd never seen, I mean, I've seen them before, but not, that's a good one. Most of them are quite obvious they're fake. But that thing, it's just, oh my God. Chatting with an ex might be getting back together. Well, there you go. Bring her on too. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Viking, did you print that? Did it fit your head? That's all I'm going to hint toward, so no one else knows what we're talking about. Yeah, I know. I kind of need you to take a picture of it so I can make it fit. What's up, RCCNC? How is life? So right now I'm printing a Wiley piece. Matter of fact, I got another one right here. I just finished a little bit ago. And I got to pop it off. Wow, that was too easy. It didn't even... I've got to say, I'm liking this pad. The pec sheet. I'd be scared if I was using a auto resume service system, but I don't. So what's up, One Raz? I'm home, grass is green, and I'm still sucking air. Well, I guess that's positive. Is it positive? I've printed a whole bunch of these. I didn't even realize I had to do another one because I printed this, and it was just too small to be a part. It actually goes on the end of this. This is all part of the Wiley 3D thing. So this goes on there. And that just wasn't big enough for this Day Glow green, which doesn't really look that Day Glow in the camera. But, oh, my God. This is Snow Labs, I don't know, something acid green or something like that. And, yeah, cool. Email me the size, you know. I need to get a guesstimate of how much it needs to be changed. Anyway, so that goes on there. And then this one's a completely different side. But I think this one goes on this one. No. Maybe this one goes on. I don't know. I was trying to do similar parts, but I don't think I got them all similar. I don't know. I meant like 4. It's printing the 4th one right now. You can see it printing away. I got like 30, 38, and 39, which I think are this one and that one. Actually, I think it's 38 and 39. And this is 40 something, and then the next one up. And then this one, I believe, starts the other side of the whole coin. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go here. Actually, let's get a new window, and I'll put a 3D my parts. Let's put a post up for that. This is for Mike Wiley's little memorial. Will this do this? If I do this? Okay. Yes. That's better. All right. Do what I tell you. Copy. There we go. Now it's working. Command V. There you go. That's Mike Wiley's memorial coin that we're building. Mr. Buttram's doing. Hey, Mr. Buttram. Talk about the man, and here he comes. He's assembling it. So we all print a part and we mail it off to the butt ram himself, and he will glue it all together and bring it to Murph, and then he's either going to hand it over to her if she's there or mail it to his wife, which is awesome. Awesome. I think I'm going to print a couple more because it seems like there's a lot of parts still left to be printed. Did you decide what you're going to do for pins yet there? All right. Are you going to still print the prints, or have you tried something else yet? Didn't have your printers on. That's sacrilege. That is just sacrilege. Printers not on. You could at least turn them on and let the fans whirl. All right, it's that time of night. I've drank more in the last month than I have in the last year. That's it. Actually, I thought there was more than that. I'll take one more, and if it comes down to it, I'll do some more after that. I got a bunch of films. It's that time of night. I get to have my one drink, and I'm going to keep it kind of weak. I just got a photo. Holy, that's way, way, way too small, huh? Wait a minute. How was that? Oh, yeah. Holy crap, dude. Did it actually print that big? Would you print that at full size, Mr. Viking? I mean, I know you had a big head, but holy crap. That's this hat. Now it's kind of just a guess because, you take a hat off and it stretches and that kind of, so maybe. Well, you're a big guy anyways. How tall are you? You're like 6'5" or something, aren't you? I'm guessing. You look large from the, when you were on live stream. I booked it. What'd you book? I have a check. Been moving someone the past couple of days. What are you talking about there, TK? You lost me. Yeah, I think I got 4 or 5. How many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I may do one more, that way I can fill that box up. So who's all here? Not that this thing ever tells you accurately. Participants. All it's telling me that's here is me, Viking, Chris Galata, Kit, Mr. Buttram, and TK. That's all it says in there. And yeah, this thing's telling me there's 11 people watching. 6263, yeah, all right. About 190 centimeters. That's only about that big. Yeah. See, 190 centimeters is only. That's 150 millimeters. I know. Kidding. Oh, Wiley 3D coin. I see. Yeah, I got you now. I got you now, TK. Yeah, 11, 12. It bounces up and down. So, anyways, yeah. You know what's funny is the obvious difference between that printer, which that's actually got a 0.6 nozzle on it, and this thing with the 0.8, which you can't see over here, but I have a 0.8 nozzle on the Llama Core. And that printed to part in like an hour, and this takes like 5 hours. It's basically the same settings. I did do 0.3, I think, there, right? And it is quite a bit smaller apart. I mean, this is a lot smaller than that. Right there. That part. Yeah, they need talking chat to show. Yeah, I know. And even then, it doesn't always show. I don't even know what number part this is now. I think it's like 80 something. There's a little glitch with that. Can you see that? Yep, you can see that right there. That was on the PEX sheet. I wonder if it's just like a fingerprint or something I got on it with my greasy asshole man fingers. Other than that, it's pretty nice. I like that PEX sheet. I'm liking that too, actually. This is kind of odd. It's a little too strong almost, and I've got it almost too high. I had to lift my head up above what I normally do because it sticks too well on that. And that's just with PLA. And I'm running. I like that for low tide. You know, they both got their thing. I'm gonna have to do a video soon, as I had promised them when they both sent them to me. But I want to get more time on them both. So, anyways, the old man crap. Did you guys see the preview picture for this video? Where I did the old man picture? Very old man picture. Let's do some screen sharing. That is like really old and really good. I mean, if you look at that, that doesn't look fake. I mean, I've done those old man and, you know, change your age and all that crap. But, hey, there was dinner. Actually, that was lunch, wasn't it? Yeah, it was lunch the other day. Oh, no, that was dinner. Leftovers. But, oh my God. That looks incredibly good. I mean, it's ugly because it's me, but, you know, the aging app really, really did a good job. It doesn't, I mean, it really looks real. It doesn't look faked. It's kind of bizarre. Yeah, well, that's what I did. Joel there, the 3D printing nerd, he posted one of, he met, you know, how he missed Sean. And And yeah, doing his own editing was aging him, and he did it. And then he did one of Sean, and I was like, "What app is that?" Because I've used a couple of them, and they're very fake looking. They're cute and they're funny and everything, but you could tell they were, you could tell it was done with an app. They're just overlays, kind of. That looked real. I mean, the one of Joel looks really real. I was like, "Is that your father?" It was my first thought. And then he did one of Sean with it too. And I was like, "Holy crap, what program is that?" And it's I don't know, Face App, I think it's what it's called. So I downloaded it and gave it a shot, and I was like, "Holy moly, that's good." I wish you could do more, adjust the age, how many years it adds or subtracts. Other than that, it's like, wow. I was almost thinking of paying for it, and then I said, no, I don't have the money for one. And two, it's one of those, I play with it for a day and then probably never open it again in my life, which is probably what's going to happen with it now. But it was fun, especially for free. And it doesn't do much. It'll make you old. It'll make you young, I think, too. And then you can, add a beard, which I didn't need to do because I already got enough scruff. I got to shave. Anyway, no one wants to jump in tonight? Come on, somebody. Hey, Robert. You should jump in, Robert, and test your new mic. I need somebody to jump in here. Anyone want? Oh, wrong one. Well, that's good too. You can do the Mike Wiley thing. You can probably actually scroll back in the chat. But here you go. We'll post it again. Jump on in. The first one's the Mike Wiley coin that Mr. Buttram's doing for Mike and Mike's wife and daughter. Somebody needs to jump in here. What else was I going to do? Oh, I can open mail. So, Mr. RCCNC is going to get a kick out of this. So, I was I'm going to redo the llama core over here. Here, I'll go over there for a minute. It's all covered it's all Maker Geeks. So, Mr. RCCNC was very kind and bought me a roll of the filament we shall not speak of because I can't pronounce it. And I posted it somewhere and did a video, and thank you, Mr. RCCNC. I still got the screen share on, don't I, dumbass? Stop screen share. There we go. Now you can see it. Llama Core right here. It's all Maker Geeks crap. But it was good filament back when I started building that thing. Anyway, he bought me an awesome roll of wherever it went. The Snow Labs Black Aneth that I can't pronounce. I still can't. It's still not the right way to pronounce it. But anyways. Amuleth. I can't do it. There's just something about the way it makes your lips and tongue move that it just stops my tongue. Anyway, Snow Labs got a hold of it, and they found out what I was doing, and they said, no, don't use that. We want you to try this. So they sent me this, and they said, try this instead. This is something fairly new that they're trying out. They've had it for a while, I guess about 6 months. But they want me to. And they sent me a cool bag. They said, we're going to send you a bag because you're in high humidity right now. I said, yeah, but I put it in my thing. And they sent me the bag anyways. Which they have now. They're pretty cool about it. They charge you like $1 or $2 if you want the Ziploc baggie. They'll send you the Mylar Ziploc baggie, but they don't just include it. I think it's $1 extra. But they sent me this. It said, use this instead. Now, they didn't have any purple. So it's red. And it's not focusing on it. It's all too bright because of the light. Unfocusing. PC plus in red. Bed temperatures of 100 to 110, which they're telling me I should be able to do it at 60, because this is one of the things I was talking to them about it and why I was using the PLA over, like an ABS or any of those, is my beds don't heat up very well. Even this one, I can get it to heat up, but it takes a while. And that thing over here, the A-net, won't even go above like 55. Yes, that's Snow Labs. I love Snow Labs. They're like my new filament preferred brand. And it is a serious red color. And I'm not going to open it, because the other thing they said about this, the one thing that scares everyone, is it's very hygroscopic. Extremely, as they put it. So they said, prep everything, don't open it until you're ready, and make sure it's in a bag. They even sent me some extra desiccants so I can put it in the Ziploc bag with the desiccant. Which I really don't need to do, because I got the containers over here. You can barely see it right here, this way, right there. That's containers. They're waterproof containers, weather-tight containers, I should say. And they've got the Eva Dries in them, which I just checked today, and they're both still very orange. And they've got like 45% humidity inside. I actually have a little humidity reader in them, and they're about 45% humidity, which is good for this area, considering it's actually it's low right now. It's 61% humidity, and it's only 49 in here with the air conditioner running. So it's a little bit lower. I should actually open them up and let the dry air from the air conditioner get into the box, dry it out more. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is, if I still have them somewhere, and I think I do. If not, I'll print another set. I might have gotten rid of them. I think I sent them away. I made my own little, mini wind-up spools, and what I think I'll do is figure out how much, when I slice it, I'll figure out how much filament it's going to take, and I will wind it on into an external, spool, and that way that's not sitting out in the weather. I can spool it onto an empty spool, just take the amount I need or thereabouts, and then print, and then keep the rest of it contained, because they said it's very, 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 very hygroscopic. From what I understand, if you heat it while it's wet, it turns it white, which I don't know. I read that somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. But the polycarbonates, the color bleeds out of it if you try and heat it up and print it while it's wet. I've never used it before. I've always avoided it because it is hygroscopic and it's not scopic, it's hydrosopic. It's another word I can't say. Hydrogenic, hydronic, hydrous something. It absorbs the water. Real easy. But supposedly it's a tad more flexible than ABS, better heat resistance than ABS. So you can do it for a car, and that's why I actually chose red. Here's a little secret. If I may use it, someone backed into my parents' car's rear lens, and it's an old Saturn station wagon. And to get a new one, well, you can't get a new one, but to get a used one is like $300 for a used, just the lens cover. So I'm thinking I might be able to 3D print it and glue it together. Because right now we actually have one off of an old van, kind of duct taped in there, and the light's plugged in. I mean, it works. The light systems all work. It's just the wrong whole light lens is just kind of duct taped on the back of it. It's kind of very backwoods hokey. So I'm thinking, because I still have the shell, all you need is the actual lens is the only thing that broke. The actual reflector inside is fine. So if this stuff gets temperature resistant like that, hygroscopic, right? Hygroscopic. Hygroscopic. I don't know. One of them. Yeah, I like Snow Labs a lot. I got turned on to when Luby did her purple, the color we cannot pronounce. And I got it just to get, I literally paid $32 to get the model, and I got a free roll of filament, if that makes sense. Because I really wanted her little wolf model. So instead of buying the roll and getting the free model, I spent $32 to get the model and got a free roll of filament. Does that make sense? But I'm kind of glad I did, because I'm kind of hooked on that color for one in their filament. Matter of fact, this that's printing over here, that's their like alien green color. It's like super. It doesn't look it in the video, but if you saw it, it's like alien nuclear waste green. It like glows. And actually, from what I understand, their transparents are ultraviolet. So if you kick it down with a black light, it'll glow. Or so I heard. And they might actually come here tonight. They may pop into the stream. I was chatting with them again today, or yesterday. I said I'd either stream yesterday or today. And I said, well, send me a link if we're around. We might pop in. I said, cool. Pop on in. Oh, they had the wolf model, wolf song. That's cool. Yeah, I know the filament. One of the samples is that color, and believe me, it's awesome because I actually have 2 boxes of it because I bought one, and then like I said, RCC&C bought me one. And it will not go to waste. I love this color. It's like I like it better. You know what it? Very much like the you can't even see it. It just looks black, but it's a dark purple. It's very similar to the I think it's Empire whatever that Protopasta does. But all I had was problems. I think I gave that to Wiley, didn't I? I think I did. Because all I had was problems printing with the Protopasta color. It just jammed constantly on me. And I think it was just, it needed to be higher temperature or something. But it wasn't working very well. And this is very similar. I actually like it better. It's less glittery. There is glitter in here, but I'm pretty sure it's a gold glitter. Yeah, the purple with silver sparkles. But this has actually got gold in it. It's got gold glitter, not silver, I believe. And there's a lot less of it. It's not like, I don't know, everything's getting overly glittered, which is fine. I mean, glitter's cool, and it hides some of the issues when you're printing and everything, and I like it, but it's like Protopasta's making everything glitter now. It's like, okay, enough with the glitter. Let's have some normal stuff. Not that they're bad colors. They're all great. And I gotta get a hold of them because there's my receipt for it. I pre-ordered, I put in my name for the Chaos Cortac Red. Yes, Galactic Empire. That's the one. And that's a beautiful color too. Don't get me wrong. I really like that color. I just couldn't print with it. Yeah, see, there's my issue is I can't print at 260. Actually, I can on this. I don't like to. I do have a speak Tom, an all metal heat break for the Core XY. If I want to put it in, I just keep taking it out because it doesn't print well with PLAs. You're better off having a lined one. Not that you can't. You can print PLA with a all metal heat break. It's just easier without it. I haven't seen the brand new ones. I mean, I've seen them, but I've seen ads for them or whatever. Yeah, I wanted the Chaos Cortec Red, and everyone's got their all but me. And I'm like, didn't I? I know I put my name in on it because I saw that and it's like, that's a color I've been wanting. That looked just like, well, like that there thing right there, but with glitter. Like my little blanket that I'm using for my curtain. Everyone makes fun of, and you know what? It works awesome. So that's why it's still there. It actually hides light better than an actual curtain does. What the hell is that? Please don't tell me you script after all this time. The thing just made a real funny noise. And I don't know why. Yes. Would you say there was, Mr. Butcham, like 40 or 50 left? There's tons left. Go grab a couple, 3 of them. My nose is clicking again. Yeah, I think I did. I went through the whole thing, and I can swear I did. I don't see a charge for it because I did. I went and looked for a charge. I never saw a charge for it. Or did I? You know, was that a different? I can't remember. We'll have to look. But I think I did it through PayPal. It just never went through or something. I don't know. It's kind of disturbing because that's one color I really wanted. I'm hoping they still have some because that's one thing I might take my last frickin' $20 and buy because I really, really want that color. Although another Snow Labs color is very similar. It's a little more faded that I have is their Galaxy Red, which is a really nice, again, medium to low glitter red, and it's a semi-transparent red with glitter in it. But again, I think it's a gold glitter. Do I have it right here? I really like Snow Labs. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but can you see it's got glitter? Will it focus on it? There you go. But it's a light glitter. It's not like heavily. It's really nice. It's a nice color. It's not my favorite red. It's a little. I like it. The camera's not really showing it what it really is. It's I don't want to say orangier because it's not. It's almost toward the pink spectrum of red, if that makes sense. What's up, woodworking? Odessa. Is that your actual name, Odessa, or is that your last name? Yeah, I like that one too. I really wanted to try that. Yes, the Amy Double D Blood of Thy Enemy that looks pretty intense too. Tangerine? What's tangerine? Yeah. You can keep the easy auto bed leveling. We don't need no stinking bed leveling. We do it ourselves. Al. I thought that was AI at first. I was like, AI? What are you, fake? Al. That's what happens when you get old and you go blind. You can't read. Odessa. So Odessa is the town. There is Odessa towns, right? Odessa sounds familiar. Odessa, Florida. Floridian. Yes, it's just printing right now. Part number. What part number is that? That is part number 39. It keeps making a weird. I think it's just when it's spooling, huh? I think that's the spool hopping. West of Dallas. You're a Texanian, huh? Texanian. Texanian. Can't just say Texan. That's no fun. It's got to be something more. Texolinian. Sounds better too, don't it? I think we need to do this again. I think I need to get another bottle. Crap. Can't afford it. There is another bottle at my brother's house. It's just a long way away. And I really don't need it. I drink more on streams than I drink normally. I'm tired of wanting that. Yeah, me too. Long day. I had to go sit trying to get my father, the whole history of my father had kidney failure and kidney stones and blocked his urethra or whatever you call it, and basically backed his pee up into his bladder and got into his bloodstream and poisoned him and blah blah blah. He went downhill rather quickly, and now he's recovering, but his legs are really weak, and trying to get him up walking and blah blah blah. So they want him to exercise, and he kind of keeps fighting us on the exercises. So I took him to the senior center today, and they have sitting exercises where you're supposed to sit in a chair and do your exercises. Well, what it is chair yoga. So I had to sit there and do chair yoga with my father and make him do it because he wouldn't do it unless I was there doing it with him. So I'm doing the chair yoga thingy. I'm not a yoga guy. It was all right. I mean, it's like 40 minutes of babbling girls, old ladies, all doing their weird crap, but whatever. If it gets them to move and exercise, so be it. I can handle it for 40 minutes. Excuse me. Cold burp. Another one. Come on, baby, print. Why is that thing printing so... That piece should have been done a long time ago. What did I do to the settings to make that? I wonder if I went like... No, it's 0.2 layer height. Snow Labs. I'm thinking I'm just listening for a bit. I'm heading to the gym, actually. Well, Snow Labs isn't coming in. He's going to the gym, he said. which is just peachy too. Oh, another email. Octoprint Community Forum. What is Octoprint Community Forum going on about now? I can't install plugins in my Octoprint. Well, try harder. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I am not a super geeky dude. Who needs ABL when you can have QGL? What the hell is QGL? Quad gantry leveling. Oh. Hey, I got a better idea. Why don't you just take the time initially and do like I do and flatten the plate out, and then you don't need any of it. There's a thought. That's what I do. Yes, it takes time. A lot of time. Actually, this printer took probably a good half hour, 45 minutes to get it basically level, and I don't have it right. I got to add some more tape to it. This one took like 2 hours to get good. No, I'm not a girl. Sometimes I wish I was. Life might be easier. Although, probably not. Grass is always greener, kind of thing. You don't need quad. All you need is tri leveling, like the Railcore has. Although I agree with you. If you're going to go to tri, you might as well go to quad. The one thing I don't get with these 3-point bed supports, you have a big sheet of aluminum, and you're only supporting it here. The two corners, it's aluminum. It's got rigidity, but it also has flex, and especially when you heat it. So you're going to heat it, and the two tips that aren't supported may curl up or down because there's nothing holding them. Yeah, no. You guys do know there's like, if you go on Woot, WOOT, they are now selling the Ender 3, and I think it's an Ender 3 Pro. Not sure, you'd have to look, but it's on Woot. I think it's still there. $159 shipped with the whole Amazon Prime Day. $159 for an Ender 3 shipped. Pretty sure that included the shipping. That's a pretty good price. How do you like that Two Tree Sapphire? I actually looked at that when they first started coming out. It looks interesting. There was a couple of things about it, I don't remember what, that I didn't flash out for me, but nothing you couldn't fix. That and the price, if I remember correctly, the price was actually the price was wicked cheap, wasn't it? That's actually a Core XY, isn't it? The Two Trees Sapphire. Is that the Core XY one? Yeah, I was a dumbass. I built a Core XY from scratch, never knowing what the hell I was doing. That thing took me like 2 years total to design and set up and get printing. Year and a half. Yeah, the linear rails, that was the other good thing about it. Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't cheap. That's right. That was a mid to higher end price tag. They look decent though. I mean, well worth it. Who's trying to dump what? You lost me there. Now, something big coming in the 3D world. They trying to dump them. Dump who? Who's? You lost me. Is this something I missed upstream, up chat? Or are you talking about the 2-tree sapphire? Or the Ender 3 at a ridiculously low price? I was going to build 2 V cores. I got a complete plate set. Never got around to it. Sweet. We'll get around to it. Get around and around and around. Don't worry. Be happy. Yeah, the Ender 3s. Yeah. I have a feeling the Ender 3 took off because I remember they were getting ordered and sitting for a while and you had to wait. And I have a feeling Creality wasn't ready for its boost that it got initially. Then they caught up. It was doing really good, so they kept producing at that high rate. And now they've gotten like peaked and it's starting to drop off because pretty much everybody's got one. I mean, I think I'm one of, there's more people that have them than don't now. And the sales are starting to drop off, and now they're overstock everywhere. So they're just trying to unload them. Yeah. Yeah. The Ender 3 Pro, I mean, they're so close. Because even the Ender 3 now is 24 volt. There's not that much difference between them. What the hell's the difference? Then I think they're going to just dump the base board. I think that add-on board that they just came out with the 2208s on it, I think that's going to become the standard for it. Jack the price up. Thing is I don't think I'd buy that board. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But it's like $60 for an Ender 3 board, which is a Melzy board, which is okay. But it's still just a Melzy board. You can get like an MKS with the 2208s for less money. It's a better board. It's got more memory. It's got a better chip in it. It's just all around a better board. Why would you buy I mean, if they start making it so it came in it, yay, great. But why would you spend more money on a lower end board? Not that it's that bad. It's not that bad. It's just you can do better for less. And actually, does that thing even have a bootloader in it? I still don't think that has a bootloader, does it? Yeah. That one here, 2208s, MKS, Gen L, the whole 9 yards. I was like $45. I think it was like $22 or $25 for the 2208s. And then the board was $19.95. Initially, I bought the 32-bit board, which is their SmoothieWare board back then, and it didn't run Marlin 2. Not realizing it was the 32-bit board, and it was only $17. The 32-bit board, MKS Gen L, it's actually an MKS Gen S L or something like that, is their 32-bit SmoothieWare board. But from what I understand, it can take Marlin 2.0, but it's not an easy thing to make it hack in. Or at least at the time I did this, it wasn't. So I ditched that off. Actually, I think Brian Vines, I sent it to him. I just gave it to him. Said, here, you play with it. I'm surprised he hasn't yet. And then I got this one. Honestly, I don't like the 2130s. I have the 2130s. I have the Einzy board. This is quieter, easier, does everything. The only thing it doesn't do the sensory crap where you don't need to have the end stops and stuff, but SGNL. Yeah, the SGNL 1.1 does. The 1.0 doesn't, from what I understand, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. And Marlon may have done it since then. That was what? Back in February, March I did this? When did I do this? Yeah, I think it was February, January, February. Something like that. Anyway. I'm sorry, these things they just don't need 32-bit. I was actually thinking, because I'm probably going to get rid of the NG board in this. I'm going to take the NG board out. I think, and just get an MKS General or an MKS 1.4. The 5160s you really don't need. They're for CNC machines. I understand. They're made to run NEMA 23s and crap. Not really made for NEMA 17s. Not that they won't. But from what I understand, they're not. I mean, I don't know that much about it, so don't quote me on that. But what I understand, the 5160s are for CNC machines running big monster motors. Basically, the only thing they have over the ones we use is they don't heat up as much. They can throw more juice through them and not heat up. That's what I understand. I could be completely wrong. Because I never really. Yeah, they can carry more juice. So they can run the bigger motors and they don't heat up as bad. But I think their pinout's slightly different too. I don't know about the 2209s yet. I'm going to wait a little bit on that. I have Rod to click. I was just talking about you because I sent you my MKS SGNL 32-bit board that you still haven't done anything with, Brian. Shame on you. You should do something with that, Brian. I don't know about the 2209s. I'm already hearing. I've heard some rumors that they aren't as. They need a little more testing. Yeah, congrats on the mothership. Those nozzles look nice. Be honest, Brian. I mean, not that you care because you test and play almost as much as I do, but I have found I like the. What's up, Minnesota? Did you get your T-shirt yet? I haven't even looked. Where was I going? The 2209s. I've heard the 2209s are having issues already. What is he telling James on Brian for? What did Brian do? Not get that board running? You should get that board running, dude. It's actually Marlin 2.0 will work on it now, from what I understand. The newest update on 2.0. We were just talking about it. We'll boot right up onto it. Put it on one of your enders or something. Actually, didn't you get an Ender 5? Why am I thinking you got an Ender 5 too? You know, Minnesota, you're gonna have to post a picture and stuff once you get that T-shirt. We got to see it. Just cause. It actually shipped. Track my order. We are printing your item now. Well, they started printing it on Sunday, and it says we're still printing it. No, we're just sitting because it's just the one. You only have to print the one. So it's going to sit until they get an opening in there. Print line. Of course, all the other ones already went out. Figures. Are you even on Twitter? Do I have you on Twitter? Minnesota. I don't think I do. Or Facebook. You on Facebook or Twitter or both? Yeah, I know you got the Ender 3 on Woot today. I would have gotten an Ender 3 on Woot today, but like I said, I opened my wallet and it just laughed. Looked at me kind of strange and went, "Are you freaking kidding me? You think you're going to buy an Ender 3? And laughed. Not happening. I'm not much on Twitter. Or on Facebook. Are you on Facebook? Faceplant. I call it faceplant. That sounds like a bumper sticker. It does sound like a bumper sticker. Brian Vine's bumper sticker. Hey, what printer are you going to put those nozzles on? I was just thinking of that. Because the Enders don't use E3D's nozzles. They use standard MK8 nozzles. Which really the only difference is the length of the threaded section. Which still won't work because it'll push your heat break up and change everything. I don't have a wallet. Yeah, mine's gone way past crying. It gave up crying a long time ago. It just laughs at me when I open it. Just laughs and laughs. Says, "What are you, freaking nuts, dude?" Armature version. I didn't even know Armature had it. There's so many different versions of the Ender 3 now. The other one I really want to try is I kind of like the look, its layout, setup. I like the GearBest one. It's their little house brand there. One your buddy just opened there, Brian. Oh, there you go. They'll screw in. They're too long for the Enders. If you put that nozzle in, it goes too far up into the heat block. Your heat break doesn't screw down enough, and then your heat break area, the actual, gets lifted up. Because the only difference is the threaded section is longer. An MK8 standard nozzle has a 5-inch length of thread, and the E3D has a 8 or 9 millimeter length of thread. So you end up shifting everything up 5 millimeters or 4 millimeters, which sort of works, but sort of doesn't. It changes everything and doesn't work well. I've done it. And there's actually ways around it. You can get heat blocks. You can just change the actual heat block. Like get a real E3D or an E3D knockoff heat block, and the heat block is thicker. So it can take the longer nozzle threading. No, he was thinking about it because he could put one in. But honestly, I found I have a bunch of the all metal ones from different companies. I have an E3D one that they sent me. Actually, I got it at Earth last year. They were handing them out, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I've got some Micro Swiss all metal ones. But honestly, the Micro Swiss coated solid cut brass with the basically a chrome coating on them, I find those to be the best ones of all. They just everything prints on them. They never jam. They never have a problem. They just work. You don't need to overheat them. The all metal ones kept getting over. I have to cook them up hotter, and they jam a little bit. Not quite, not terrible, but the coated ones I find are better than the all metal or hard tool steel ones. What did I not read? No, I'm not good at reading, especially reading the chat. Did I miss something? Probably. I'm terrible at that. It's 9 o'clock. No, he said he had a. I did read he had a thing, but he's got 3 nozzles. And only one printer that they'll fit on. Anyway, enough of that crap. I really want to print with that PC, and it's just too humid. Oh, it's not bad now. I'm below 50 here, percent humidity in that room. It's already 9 o'clock, so I ain't printing anything now. It'll take hours and hours and hours. Oh, that I gotta put the all metal heat break back in that thing. I should do that now. What do you think? Should I yank my hot end out of the llama core and put the all metal heat break in? Oh, that's right. You have an MK3. I forgot you had an MK3. I knew you had the Franken printer that you said you didn't finish building, but I forgot you had an MK3. Well, that'll work. Anyway, he never talks about those. All he ever talks about is those frickin' enders. No. Oh, crap. Let's do it. Let's yank my hot end. It's this one, I believe. Like the camera over there. Bring this out here where I can get to it. Is that right? Size? Yep, that's right. We'll put the all metal heat break. Oh crap, I gotta heat it up. Dumbass. The plastic that's in there. That would be a good thing to do first, huh? Llama core. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. Heater. Crank it up. 215 will work. Yeah, I know. I'm just picking on you, dude. I was just joshing with you. Heat up, baby. Heat up. That's what's on this thing is a knockoff V6. But I did buy, when I got it, I did buy a true E3D all metal heat break for it. That's really all you need is the heat break. Which I got to dig out. So I can do that while that's heating up. I got to find it. Who the hell knows where it is? Not that one. Probably be in this one because it's all my hot parts. Can you see what the hell I'm doing? Probably not, huh? Here's my box of hot end stuff. I got lots. Look at all these nozzles. That's that stupid kit I bought. There's like 2 2s, there's 2 3s, 4 4s, 2 5s, 2 6s, 2 8s. It was like $5. Then I have all my. I got way too many nozzles. I gotta get rid of some of these. I'm really not using them anymore. Heat brakes. These are the wrong ones. I should probably thin all this stuff out because a lot of this was just tempting, playing, and I never really used it. One of these, that's lined. That must be it right there because there's no liner in it and stops right there. But I should have two of them. I have a real one and a fake one, and now I probably will never be able to tell the difference. That one's lined. That one's definitely lined. That one's lined. That one should be lined, but it's not. That's the only one of that style. Tool steel. That's the one that's on there. These are, can you read it? It says garbage, stainless steel, useless crap. I don't know why I still got them. I should just throw them out. All my old jammed up, screwed up, cheapos, knockoffs. What's this one? That's a standard 0.4. Oh, that's the one they sent me when I ordered the 0.6, and they sent me a 0.4, and I got a new one, didn't I? Heat blocks with the E-ring. Here's another brass nozzle from something. Oh, this is the original one off of that. That's the original heat brake. It's got an aftermarket on there now. It's much better, which is why it's printing better. All right, I got it right here. I don't remember if that's a brass nozzle that's on this, or I can't remember if I got a. What's that? Oh, those are those weird heat brakes. I wonder if I could use those. They're way too long, though. I should be able to yank the filament now. Unload. Once the jet engine takes off. There's another filament, if you've never heard of it. This is Monofilaments Direct. Now, this is not U.S. Monofilaments that was in one of the subscription boxes. This is Monofilaments Direct. They mostly do bulk, but they're in Massachusetts, and it's manufactured in Massachusetts. And they usually do bulk for other name, stuff, but you can buy direct. And I'm not. It's pretty good filament, actually. I'm surprised. Had problems ordering with them, but they fixed it, so I can't complain about that. I never did do a review on them. All right, I can shut that heat off because by the time I get there, I can break the nozzle and everything, and it'll be done. So heater off. Let's pop this puppy apart. What am I missing in chat? Anything? Chris is out of here. Brian's out of here. Or cold swapping. Slices mosquito allows hot swapping nozzles. It wasn't a swapping of the nozzle. I can actually do it cold. I know we got roasted, but I can. I know how. But I had to get the filament out. Was the only reason I heated it up. And it does make popping the nozzle a little bit easier. And you just sit there and don't. How did I know you were going to do that? And this just wiggles and pops off. This just unplugs here, and I should probably unplug the printer before I did that, but that's alright, too late now. And this just pulls here, and this just pulls out. And she's free. You didn't see all that, but it's fairly easy with this because I designed it to do it that way. It's already cooling off pretty rapidly. Yes, that is my tool steel nozzle. And that's very, very hot. I used to have a socket around here and I can't find it. Here's the hard part, is getting that out now. It just doesn't like to back out without gripping it, and it screws the threads up. Oh, is that thing leaking? I don't see any leaks. There's like black goopies on the outside, which is unusual. Just put it and you're drinking like a cold fast. It's already cold, actually. I may have to reheat it just to get this out. Without breaking it. Nope, I can do that. It's free. I did that so I wouldn't screw up the threads with the grit. And this would be the correct. That's the right side. By the way, best filament snipping tool ever I've discovered. Nail clippers. If you got an old pair of nail clippers, there you go. I just gotta check. There's something ain't pinning in my brain. Oh, that's right. That goes there. Oh, how does this thing? Oh, it's warm. Goes up there. Screws down here. That is warm. Just so you know, I've worked in restaurants almost all my life. My fingers are pretty desensitized to burning. Not that I can't burn them, but I can usually touch something for a second or two and go, oh yeah, that's hot. Eat that. like that. There we go, mounted. Just got to heat it up and give it that last little torquage, which I really don't think I have to do. No, I lose. You can double up a couple nuts and that makes removing the heat break easier. Yeah. I don't really have too much problems. Or, I'm grabbing it and going, oh, that's hot. Not even, my brain's going, yeah, okay, it's hot, get over it. I kind of want to clean it off too while I'm at it. Not that it's that dirty, because it's not. There's a couple of bits of spooge on it that I would like to remove. Since I got it open, I might as well, right? You know, thinking about it, I should probably put the 0.6 nozzle on here too. But I'll leave the 0.8 on here for now. And we go back over here and put the sock back on. Actually, I can't put the sock back on yet. I really should turn this thing off before I plug these things back in. Should turn it off before I unplug it. Dumbass. Heater. Thermistor. Put something underneath it, like it's not sitting right on the deck sheet. Heater back up. I have a power switch that's before the outlet plug, so I can just flip to kill the power at any time. It's pretty ingenious. Well, I'm gonna go crash. Bye, everyone. Later. Later, woodworking Al. And okay, it should be up and running again. Kick it up to 220. Actually, up to 225. Actually, I need to go higher because I'm going to be pushing that PC through it. Well, that'll set it. And let her heat up. Oh, it's off. Helps if I turn it on before I try and heat it up, huh? There we go. Listen to them fans wind up. I don't know if you guys can hear them. I kind of want to push that piece of I don't know, does that look funky to you guys? Will that focus on that? Come on, focus. No, you want to. Come on. I don't want it to focus. It's still too close. Usually, from what I understand, someone told me if you go in a little too close and you pull back just a little, there you go. Oh, it'll focus on it. It doesn't look too bad. What the hell was that? Is that just a rolling? I hope so. That was really loud. That's got Capricorn in it. Get out of here, Kit. See ya. Chris is gone. Everyone's leaving. Everybody's leaving me. Yeah, it is late. Don't blame you. This isn't the most exciting thing in the world either, because you all have been changing nozzles your whole life too, I'm sure. Is it hot yet? It is hot. So let's give that nozzle one last quick oof. And then reassemble it all. And here we go. Hey, enough of PTX. I don't think it can handle that high a temperature. And then shut her down. Off. Yeah, but it's hot. Kind of ripped. I don't like. It's on there. There's another way behind that. Just kind of presses in. One thing I did design with them out pretty well. There's this part right here where you can't find the damn screw because it's too far in. Where are you screwing it? That's making an awful lot of noise. Something rubbing. Over extruding somewhere or something. You guys even hear me? I'm over here babbling and you probably can't even hear me because the mic's way over on the other side of the room. Looks about even. Seems like it's all the way down. I gotta get this thing out, which is always a pain in my butt. Clip came off. There we go. Stiff. And we have a little metal heat break on there. Thrilling, eh? How many people are left? Anybody? What's up, llama butt? Is that where you had my butt? Oh, well, sorry about that. big fat butt in your face. What's up, Michael Castle? I just put my all metal heat brake and took my line heat brake off because I'm going to start printing with some PC tomorrow, I think, which needs a little higher temperature than even the Capricorn tube line heat brake can handle. I had to put the all metal back on there. This I got to save. I like this heat brake. I have not had a jam since I put the Capricorn heat brake on there. You know what I do have to do? I have some heater cores. Some more heater cores. Some more heater cores. But I never marked which ones are 12 and which ones are 24 volt. Dumbass. Actually, I did mark these all as 24 volt when I got them. So I know these three are 24 volt. But I can't remember if this one's 24 volt, this one's 24 volt, this one, I think this one is. Yeah, that one says 24 volt on it. Some of them I did mark and some of them I didn't. What I should really do, I should just do that now with that one I just took out. I should just build another hot end. Covered in plastic, but so what? What I've discovered, if you just build a whole nother hot end, put a nozzle, I have all these heater cores because you buy them and you get like 10 in a pack for $5. So I already had them all. So what I've been doing is buying the box, buying the heat brakes, buying a nozzle, core, thermistor, and just building a whole hot end. So when I want to change nozzles, like that thing, I have like 3 nozzle assemblies. All I do is literally take the whole heat block, heat brake, nozzle, core, thermistor, everything, unplug everything, pull it out, slide the new one in, retrim the bed, done. Which I should do for this printer. For the llama core. Working on the MK3, hoping the hot end thermistor isn't going out. Big temp swings all of a sudden. Is it the threaded in thermistor or is it just a pushed in wiry one like an MK8? I know the MK3 had some of both at some point. Because if it's just a pushed in one, it's very likely you could have just literally pulled it out a little bit. So it's not actually sitting in contact with the heat block anymore. Which means it's going to give you eyeball readings because it's floating in the air inside the little opening. I need to thin out my supply of junk. Yeah. Why is that thing making all kinds of noises? It's like it's over extruding. It's rubbing on something. It actually doesn't even sound like that. It sounds like something's creaking. Oh, I wonder if the taser face, the Frown King, is going to fall apart soon. Wouldn't surprise me any. Would not surprise me in the slightest bit. Does anyone run polycarbonate filament? Have any idea how to deal with it? What temperatures to set? Any of that crap? Let's share my screen and go look. We can disconnect from that. So I can shut it off. This is all done now. And we can go to Snow Labs. They got different stuff listed for this crap. Materials, PC Plus is what I got. So it says high strength and heat resistance, malleable while cold, and can bend without cracking. Exceptional durability. This is what I have right here. It goes for $40. But they have like weird stuff, special offer. If you like to try PC Plus to see if it's suitable for your case, send us a message and we'll give you 25% off your first order. Well, there you go. Check it out. Here you go. PC Plus. Get 25% off if you want to try it. Now, suggested temp settings. They have 235 to 260, bed 90 to 100, speed 60 to 100, which is kind of fast. I haven't tried CPE yet. I've done PETG and PLA. I do a lot of PLA. I like PLA. HT PLAs are my favorite because you get the best of all the worlds. It's easy to print. It's really strong. It's actually easier to print than regular PLA. HT PLAs are easier to print. They flow smoother out of the nozzle. PETG, I kind of get hit and miss. Now, see, they're saying, when I was talking to him, he's like, about the PEI, they weren't sure. Sometimes it's like PETG and the PC sticks a little too much. But here they have it listed with PEI. They printed at 250 with a bed temperature of 55. But up here they're recommending a bed temperature of 90 to 100. Layer height, point forward and point forward nozzle hardened. They did say I should get a hardened nozzle for it. So why it would wear, what about it would wear the nozzle, I don't know. But was cherry. It's very strong. I'm using it for printer parts. Strength, rigidity, and high heat tolerance makes PC Plus perfect for any mechanical item. Very little warp and no layer delamination with printing without an enclosure. As for color, it's darker than the elephant, but not as dark as the round red. Closest crayon color is scarlet. Okay. Sure. It don't look like the same color, does it? That looks nice. I mean, that looks like a nice red. This looks like one of them washed out kind of orangey reds that all the cheapo Chinese companies make and give you for a standard red. Doesn't that look more orange? I mean, I know it's all in the lighting, how they take the picture. And this is their suggested settings. Hey, we're done. Flow 1. Well, from what I understand, this PC Plus is very similar to ASA. I don't know that much about it. See, this stuff almost sticks too well. And I got it really up off the bed. I don't know if you can see that. You can almost see the layer lines because they're not. There you go, part number, whatever it is. You see it right there? Nah, it doesn't really show. This is like a good. Wait till you see this, Ryan. This is a good glow in the darky kind of weird green. It's got like weird bubbles on the top. That's weird. That's what I did. I think I did 4 top layers with a 0.6 nozzle. Should be more than enough. See, I can't get this off of there easily. There it goes. Some of you guys are using this. You guys like the sheet, huh? It holds well. You know, I can flex this and it doesn't actually spring all the way back. I don't think this is actual spring steel. Might be. This isn't glow in the dark, but it's UV You put a black light on it and it glows. So, Brian, you should put a UV light on this thing. I bet most of these alien colored greens, like Alien 3Ds, IC 3D, what makes them this bright green, almost all of them, is it's actually a fluorescent color and glowing the black light. So if other people do the fluorescence, you can put a black light on it, and parts of it would glow, and that would be cool. This will glow supposedly. Snow Lab says this glows under black light. This is Snow Lab's whatever color green it is. It's like acid green or nuclear waste green or something like that. It's like a sick bright green. Fluorescent-y. A weird bubble right there. Oh well, I think you're over it, right? I think these two parts go together somehow. One of them's 85 and one of them's 86. If I remember correctly. Whatever. I think, what part number was this? Part number 89. What was the other part? 80. I don't have 89. How did I get 89? I have part number 86 and 85. Did I put 89 in there when it's actually 86? I don't know how that would have happened. Oh, 39. Duh, you dumbass. No. It must go on here. And it does. Well, you can't see that, can you? There you go. These two glue together like that. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, wow. This one goes on here like that. And this one goes on, I don't remember which part this was. I think it's actually this part. It is. There you go, man. There's all the parts. There's 5 parts here. This thing's so ridiculously small. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Matty J? Wingman. So there you go, Mr. Buttram. There's your parts. Parts is parts. That's all the way to the end, right? That's actually the end of the coin. Yep, sure is. So is this. So that's kind of bizarre. That's like a really cool color combo, huh? Might as well glue them beforehand. Nah, that's no fun. I actually thought about it, but nah, we'll let Mr. Buttram do it. But I will take a picture. Oh, it's kind of dark in here. I don't have the lights on. Oh yeah, it was my streaming lights which are all over here. Yeah, it's coming out. I might do one more. This will fit in the box then. Maybe. Maybe I won't. Oh, sure it does. I'm just going to go the other way. A box of parts. For Mr. Buttram. And his community maker coin. Mr. Mike White. Matt got parts from the opposite side. Good for him. Just adding coat now. There's still ice up there. There is. I might have to add a little rum if I have more ice. Yeah, I will. I was going to do individuals. I will when I go to ship them. But I think I'm going to print one more. Just because that, and I want to play with that. And I might actually, that's maybe what I'll do is take one more. I wish you had previews of the parts that you could see the part that you're going to print before you select it. I wouldn't mind doing a small one. Well, no, because you don't want that. Let's say I'll do it in the polycarbonate, but you don't. You want it all PLA. So it'll glue together. Just thought of that. You don't want it in the polycarbonate. That wouldn't be good. So anyway, there is a preview. Is there? I saw the preview after I selected, but I didn't see one beforehand. What is it, Wiley? Not secure. Log in. Tom Lama. $54 parts not reserved. Oh wow. Why is it probably because I got it small because it used to be. There you go. Oh, preview model. Duh! How could I not have seen that, dude? It's so right in front of my face. Oh, crap. That's what happens when I do things kind of in a rush. Tom Lama didn't read. Yeah, that's going to be the new acronym thingy, huh? Holy crap. Yeah, well, when I was doing this, I was just kind of running. Preview part. Oh, that's a little itty bitty one. Preview part. That's another little itty bitty one. Preview part. That's a medium sized one. Preview part. There's a semi square bake one piece. Cool. So that tells you how much I was paying attention when I was not previewing the part because I didn't think I could because I'm a dumbass. Dumbass. Is there ice in that thing? I believe I still have some ice in my water glass, which I can put in my soda glass. So I can add a little splash more rum to it. I can't drink it once it's warm. I really shouldn't do this because I'm pretty much out of rum. I can't believe I drank that whole freaking bottle already. Not that it's that big because it's actually not. Well, it is 750. I thought it was only 500. I like the bottle too. I just like the bottle. It's a cool bottle. Gonna have to keep it. It's Dumas. What is Dumas? Very creative where it cuts things. Yeah, who cares? I'm assuming it just puts a grid over it and goes ka-chink, basically. And just slaps the model into a grid and make sure the model fits inside the grid and then goes slice. I don't know. It worked fine. The parts seem to fit fine. It worked. Did the job. Can't expect it to do anything more than that. I see no complaints with it. Right. I might have to print another part and use that Starry Night Red from Snow Labs. That's pretty cool film. What do you think? Drum roll. Can you guys hear that air conditioner when it keeps kicking on? It's just like dead noise in the background. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. I'm a little concerned. This, it's really close. It's not perfect, but I'm within like a 100th of a millimeter. This, I have no idea. The Core XY, I actually never calibrated it for size because I've never printed mechanical parts off of it. I was always just kind of goofing with it. But I just test fitted it, and the black one is. I can't remember which part it came off of. This one, right? Nope. This one. Yep. It fits beautifully with it. Well, you can't see it. It's right on. It's like almost perfect. There's a little bit of height difference, but nothing, and the height don't matter. Also, when he glues it, the flat will be together. I just noticed this lifted. You see that? You see the corner right here? Flat. It actually lifted off the build plate. I just saw that. Which means that their PEX let it go. I'm going to have to do some more experimenting, but it didn't do the little point here that you'd think it would. And it could be because right here, you can see right here. This way. Right. Come on, find it. Right there. I'm trying to do it by the camera and it's all backwards. That right there. That's just a fingerprint that I should have cleaned the bed off before I started printing on it. We'll see. Well, I'll print 10 shells, so yeah, something to work with. There you go. No, but it's two different printers. The black one came off the Core XY. The whatever yellow one or green one came off the... Which this is calibrated. I calibrated the crap out of this thing when I was putting the MKS board in it. That was the PEX. The Easy Mat, nothing curls off of. I have a hard time getting parts off of it, and I've got it set way higher than I ever have for any other bed surface. It almost holds too well to PLA. I've broken parts when I did the Banana Man. I don't know if you were here when I did Banana Man yesterday. The legs broke off. I couldn't get it off. I ended up breaking the legs. I had to glue them back on. I mean, they are skinny little things, but I couldn't get it off. It almost holds too well. Which in a way is good, because with that, I almost think I'm going to start trying to print, because right now I'm printing it with a 40 or 50 degree temperature. I think I'm going to do a couple prints with that pad at no extra heat. Let's see how it holds, because I think it'll hold just fine with PLA. Where the PEX, I've been kicking it up to 70, just like I do PEI, which is nice, and it holds. And what's nice about it is when it does cool, it just, I mean, you don't even have to like play with it. The minute you go to pick the bed up, it slides right off of it once it's cooled down. He sent me in PC Easy PEI. I have it right here. He sent me a piece. Now, I gotta say with this PEI I have already, I'm gonna make it bed stuff to it. This is, I don't know, some no name off of Amazon. This piece of PEI is like 2 millimeters thick. It was like $5 off of Amazon. This isn't even a millimeter thick with the backer. How thick is it? Which is fine. It's reading out, if I straighten it out, almost exactly a 0.5 millimeter thick. And that's with the backer on it. Where this sheet, well, I could probably get a reading because it doesn't go all the way through it. Because I can make it hit the 0.91. And that's because if you look, it doesn't quite go to the edge. So I stopped it on the, so this is a lot thicker, and I think it was $8 or $6 or something ridiculous. And it works beautifully. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, PEI is PEI. It's hard. It's what I like about PEI. I was having this discussion with Tim, and the reason I'm not a big fan of like Build Tack, and there's nothing wrong with Build Tack. I've used it for years. It works fine. My problem with things like Build Tack are I'm a tinkerer and a space shot all in one. And I think I'm at 6 times now. I've bought brand new sheets of PEI or Build Tack, and like 3 or 4 of them were actual name brand Build Tack, which is what, $30 for a sheet. Those are ridiculous. And I put it on there. You do all the work. You remove the old whatever, and you got to clean. It's just a pain in the butt to clean them off. And I space frickin' set in the height, and I drive a brand new hot nozzle into the brand new Build Tack, and it starts dragging through it, and you got a big old frickin' melt line because Build Tack melts under the nozzle, and it leaves a trench. Now, this stuff, and I actually did hit it with a nozzle over here in the corner, right here in this corner, because when I print, I do a start line and then go over to the print, start printing. I always do a prime line on the edge right here. Partially for that reason, if I did something wrong, I'll catch it before. And even if it does dig into the build surface, it's just a little, line on the edge. I stove the nozzle into this semi-deliberately, and it didn't hurt it at all. This is much harder than, this is not Build Tack. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. You know what it actually feels like? You're going to laugh when I say this, but it feels like pool liner. Have you ever gotten one of those like above ground pools? It has a similar feeling to that stuff. It's not as rubber. It's a little harder. But it has a similar like texture and feel, and it's different. That's for sure. I thought this stuff was Build Tacky, kind of rubbery. I don't know if you dealt with actual Build Tack before, but yeah, I was thinking about it, but I got tape. Actually, you can sort of see it. With both of them, I started to level the beds with the tape beforehand, and I actually started to with this one, and I screwed it up. So I put tape on top of the magnet too to level the plate. So when I stick this down, it's actually dead ass level. And I started to do it underneath with the Wham Bam, and I stopped myself and said, no, I'm going to make them even. So I put the magnet down flat on the heater board, on the heater plate, and then did my leveling of tape above it. And it's only one layer with both of them. But that makes it even. They can't say, oh, you got blue tape on it, and the magnet's not holding as well. It's the same on both. So they're equal there. And it's holding fine. I mean, there's no problem. You can go up to I've discovered you can go up to 3 layers thick of blue tape to level your plate. And the magnets won't even be affected. You get much above 2 or 3 layers, you start noticing it weakens it. I would love to try the Triangle Labs, but I can't order from AliExpress. My bank/credit card put a hold on anything from AliExpress. What's the other one like that? That's kind of like a Chinese eBay. I don't know. You can't buy off them. You can't buy off of Wish. My credit card will not. If you go and try and buy something from Wish, my credit card will refuse it. It will not let it go through. It will not let it go through AliExpress. It will not let it go through, I don't know, a couple of the others. You can't buy from Banggood or GearBest. Now, I still buy from Banggood or GearBest because I use PayPal for those. But AliExpress doesn't do PayPal. No, not GearBest. There's another, AliExpress. GearBest sells, they're their own shop. AliExpress, everybody's their own shop, like eBay. And they just make a few bucks for you selling through their store, their front end. They're not even a store. They're just a website. And then you go on and build your own store almost like Amazon, but Amazon is actually the same thing. It's just Amazon also sells themselves. But you can go on Amazon and you can put your own store on Amazon itself through Amazon, just like you can on eBay. Yeah, you can call, but the other thing is because they send a big letter out, you can call and have them approve it beforehand, but they will not back you. If I order through AliExpress and I clear it and say, yes, please let this go through, they will not back it. They will not protect it. They will not do anything about it. It's all on you at that point because they've gotten way too many frauds out of them. I claimed 3 frauds on AliExpress myself. I've gotten 3 frauds through them. I used to use AliExpress a lot for mountain biking when I was big into mountain biking, and they'd sell stuff with so-called name brands, and it's not, and they'd slap a sticker on it that was similar, but it's not that actual company's product, and AliExpress is not trustworthy. There are stores on AliExpress that are okay. From what I understand, Triangle Labs is actually pretty good. There's a couple other ones, and it's gotten better, I hear, but I hear Triangle Labs stuff is really good, actually. They're like a quality knockoff company. Everything they do is a knockoff of somebody else's. Although I've heard like the Bondtech extruder, or not the Bondtech one, the E3D, what do you call it, one with the clear cover? What's that extruder? Not the Volcano hot end, but the actual extruder that's direct drive. It's got the clear cover that had problems. They actually fixed the problem before E3D did, from what I understand. Yeah, well, when I was buying mountain biking stuff, big example, I bought, if you know anything about mountain biking or bicycling at all, I bought some Easton handlebars. They were supposed to be the EA90s, which is their top-of-the-line carbon fiber, multiple $100 handlebars. I got them for like $109. They're normally like $200 and change. So it's almost half price. The Arrow, yes. From what I understand, Triangle Labs fixed the Arrow before E3D did because it had some like pin on it that kept breaking or wearing out. Or anyway, mountain biking. I bought off of AliExpress some Easton EA90 or EI90 handlebars. I don't even remember it so long ago. They're a really high-end, really good quality carbon fiber handlebar. About half the price you normally get them for. You look at the picture, it looks like an Easton product. So I ordered them. Well, I was actually, because I knew I wanted them, my brothers gave them to me for my birthday. Same exact thing. The real ones. They went out to the store and got me a real set. So when I got them, like a week later, because like everything AliExpress takes like 6 or 8 weeks to get, especially back then, I just said, screw it, and put them on sale. Sold them to one of my friends for like $50. They said, he was looking for some cheap handlebars, and I said, hey, you want to, give me $50 and you can have them. He's like, cool. Wicked sale for him. He's putting them on a bike he put them on his fat bike. Anyway, first ride out, he went up and over a rock. They split in half. Well, Easton has a lifetime claim on him, warranty on him. And, luckily he didn't get hurt too bad. He got a couple scratches on his arms, but that was about it. Anyways, we contact Easton, where I bought them. I had to do it for him. And said, hey, these are brand new, and they broke first ride out. Easton got back and said, those are not ours. The stickers are wrong. The layout's wrong. Those are not our handlebars. They're like, where the hell did you get them? I said, oh, we got them from AliExpress, blah, blah, blah. I guess we're over it. Easton said, no. We have a contract with our manufacturer in China that says they are not allowed to clone them. Nobody else is supposed to, even though they don't have a copyright law. They do have, you can sign contracts where no one can copyright it over there or some crap. I said, send us those bars. We're going to send you a new pair. We want to know who manufactured them. And I guess they can tell us by the way it's woven or something, which of the 8 or 10 manufacturers made them. They said, we want to know, and we're going to go after them and blah, blah. So they sent him a brand new set of real Eastons for we had to pay shipping to get the old pair to them, and we had to pay shipping to get the new pair, but we got real ones. But still, that was like one of three. I got some pedals that were just crap. I put them on my bike. First, second ride out, they were all bent and twisted. They're supposed to be high end. Everything I've gotten from AliExpress, it's a roll of dice. It's crap. You just never know. Yeah, it does. There's a couple problems with the Titan Arrow. I really like the concept of the Titan Arrow. There's a few things I don't like about it. I almost wish I had a CNC machine that would do aluminum where I could make my own. Because the base concept of the Titan is awesome. The actual construction, I think E3D kind of rushed it out faster than they do a lot of their products. Guessing here, but there's a couple of their pins, like the plastic cover, I would have done differently. I don't even think I would have made it plastic. Although it makes it lighter and you can see through it, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, it's a little after 10. What? Titan Arrow still has a filament path offset. I would use it, yeah. How do we get on Xylotech? Oh, yeah, I've gotten some E3D clone stuff. That's the Llama Core has a Gulf Coast now. Gulf Coast Robotics, they're called now. I don't even remember what they used to be. There used to be two guys, and one of them got out, but took the name, and the other guy restarted the company. I don't know, but now it's Gulf Coast Robotics. But they've built some decent. And again, I got the V6 clone. The only thing I did is I spent the extra $15, and I got the real E3D that I just put in there, heat break. Which honestly, I put it in there when I first got it, and I had nothing but trouble with it. I took it out. I put a blind heat break in it. It's been fine ever since. Never had a problem. But again, I print 90% PLA. I don't care what anyone says. PLA prints easier with a lined heat break. Lined heat breaks used to be the upgrade. People don't realize. Lined heat breaks, PTFE line heat breaks came about because there was problems with an all metal heat break. Granted, back then they weren't polishing them as well and all that crap. And they, the technology for polishing the all metal heat breaks is improved, but lined heat breaks came after the all metal heat break. It wasn't an upgrade. The lined heat break was an upgrade at one point. No, your small apartment is probably not a good place for a CNC machine. Oh, you could CNC me one. You could, couldn't you? I would really like to. I think I can design something. I mean, it would be close to what the Titan Arrow does, but not exactly. There's some things I'd like to change. But I would like to design my own extruder system. I think I can. I think I could improve on some of them. I like the Bond Tech. It's not perfect either. I have issues with it. I haven't played with a Titan Arrow. For one, I couldn't afford a real one, and again, any of the knockoffs that are supposedly good are AliExpress, which I can't order through. I wish AliExpress would start taking PayPal because I probably would buy some stuff. Yeah, I don't want it to be the actual Titan Arrow, but and the other thing with doing like the Titan Arrow is I'd still have to get the plastic parts, which they're too small and stuff. You can't just print them; they'd have to be properly injection molded. Or I think I had a design in my head. I never drew it because I knew I couldn't produce it, but I had a design in my head where you could kind of take parts from a standard everyday, MK8 style extruder, MK10 cheapo, like on the, pretty much everything as stock, and modify it and get it a little bit better and make it direct drive. I'd like to make that direct drive. I think it would print better. Although I gotta say it's printing pretty damn good considering. I think it needs a better fan setup. I put CNC Kitchen's hot end cover / fan ducking thing on there, and it's definitely an improvement, but it's still far from perfect. Yeah, we might have to have a chat there sometime there, Mr. CNC guy. I got some designs in my brain. I really want to do them myself. That's the thing. I want a CNC. It's like right up my alley. I think the problem with CNC, I think, is once I got into CNC, I'd probably stop 3D printing. I think I'd enjoy the CNC more my style. Not that 3D printing it's cool. 3D printing is awesome. You like think something up and you go, oh, cool, poof, and out it pops a couple hours later on your printer. Boom, done. Cool. Look what I just made. I mean, if you look on Thingiverse, I think I got close to 200 things. How many parts do I have on Thingiverse now? I mean, a lot of it's just garbage too, but how many things do I have designed on Thingiverse at this point in time? My things. I have 165 designs uploaded to Thingiverse at this point. And there's probably 50 more that I never uploaded because they're just stuff I did. Like half the stuff on this thing, I haven't uploaded half the things I did on this. Like you can't see it here, but I have my own custom leveling switch and everything where you can just spin a wheel and it changes the bed height and all that, which is completely different than any of the other ones I've seen. That whole head and extruder and end stop and everything is all mine. The head itself is CNC Kitchens, but I modified it and made it so the end stop works the way I like it. Blah, blah, blah. I would do the SKR 1.3 over the Duet, personally. I have the Duet. It's good. I like it. I didn't at first. I don't think it's that great. Let me rephrase it. I originally bought the Duet because I wanted quiet, and it was the only really true quiet board at the time without doing heavy modifications, and the TMCs were still kind of new, and so I bought the Duet because it was the quiet board. This is just as quiet. Actually, I think this is quieter. And this is just an MKS Gen L with the 2208s in it. Easy to set up. You don't even have to do anything in Marlin for the 2208s. They're direct dropping for the 4988s or 4899s or whatever the crappy cheapo drivers are. You do nothing in the firmware. You just plug them in and they run, and it's quiet, smoother, cleaner. Everything about it is fine. 2208s with the MKS board or the SKR if you want to go to 32-bit. The Duet is just not. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's a very nice board. It's a $100 board compared to an MKS, not a $179 board compared to an MKS. Does that make sense? Value, for me anyways, value wise, I think it's overpriced. It's a good board. I like it. It's well built. One thing I absolutely hate about it are the power connectors. It's got those stupid, huge green towers, which are flimsy, crappy. They don't supply, they're just not a good connection. Where the SKR has the old automotive style horseshoe connector, which is far, far, far better, stronger. And actually, although I hear it, from what I understand, it's actually a lower amperage, wattage, voltage, whatever. It's a lower power throughput through the old screw down with the automotive horseshoe connectors, which I can't believe, but it's a much more solid connection. I don't like the stupid little itty bitty tube wrapped around the wire, and then you got to crush it, and then you slide it in that little green tower, and then you bend it down. And as you tighten it down with that little itty bitty screw that you can barely get a jeweler screwdriver into, the whole tower starts sliding around. Now, granted, I know the plastic is not really part of the connection. It's just a housing to insulate it, but it's still just a flimsy connection. I just don't like it. I don't like those stupid green tower connectors on the boards. They're just too flimsy for me. That's why I went to the ING board. The ING board has the big, really nice automotive style horseshoe wire connector thingies. Way better of a connection. You have an Easy Thread Nano. I don't even know what an Easy Thread Nano is. I've never even heard of it. Yeah. Dude, I'd play with the SKR. If I had one, I'd be playing with it. I'm actually been thinking about selling the ING board on that and getting an SKR in 2208s or 2209s. Or just getting another MKS Gen L. Because that thing, the ING board is not as quiet. And you can make it quiet, but you really need to go through. It's designed to use Prusa's firmware. It's pretty much it. And I can't use Prusa's firmware because I don't want the auto bed leveling and all that crap, which you have to have for it to start up the first time. You can take it off after, but you need it there for it to do the auto setup first time around. And yes, you can hack their firmware and do all kinds of stuff, but I'm not that good at the software / firmware end of it to figure all that out. That, and I can just get an MKS Gen L for $25 and a couple of, some 2208s or 2209s if I get into that. And it's half the price. And it works just as well. The ING board is nice. The DeWitt board is nice. DeWitt board is very nice. I do not think it's 4 times the nice of an MKS. I did get used to it. I didn't really like the Duet at first. It was too, and again, it's probably because I was just used to Marlin and all that, but I'd still rather have a Pi and for the Wi-Fi. And actually, there's a new SKR board out that has Wi-Fi built in. It's been out a couple of weeks from what I understand. And it's got Wi-Fi built right in, just like a Duet board. It's like $35 or something. With Wi-Fi. Built in. Oh my God. Not one of another MK or M3D Cube freaking knockoff pieces of junk. That thing was just, that was my first printer, was an M3D. What a piece of junk. It cannot do a circle All I can do is eggs. Because of the whole gear drive going across on the X. You get the X it's I don't know if you ever saw one, but the X gantry on the M3D is a carbon fiber rod with teeth formed into it. And then the actual head just has a gear that rides up and down it. The problem is there's so much slop between that gear and the carbon fiber teeth. They can only build them so accurately in that price range, blah blah blah, that it just can't move properly. It's just got way too much slop. Well, if you got it for free, still, I don't think I would have taken it. Actually, I think those knockoffs that are coming out now that are like $100, $150 are actually better than the original. I've seen a couple people get one and say, yeah, well, it's a piece of junk, but it's a $150 piece of junk, and it's good for kids. They tuned up their own software. Fun King got one. And he says it does all right. I don't think he uses it much anymore. Flashboard streamer that I won't mod other than I didn't add a micro Swiss. You did add a micro Swiss, I'm guessing. Anyway, it's 20 after 10. And I need to go to bed soon. I have to redesign a headband because that is way too small. Way too small. Dude, you need to wrap something around. Oh, Viking. Take a piece of paper, wrap it around your head, mark where it meets. That'll give me the length I need. Once I have that length, I'm all set. I can go from there. Just thought of that. I can't believe that thing's too small on your head. Is your printer freaking tuned right? That is tiny. Very, very tiny. Very incredibly tiny. Well, I didn't try printing on my head. I just kind of went with what I came off of this hat. Oh, all right. I haven't been on Facebook in a while. A couple hours since we started streaming, really. All right, well, I'm going to kill it now, guys, because it's getting late and I'm crashing rapidly. I can feel my body going, screw you, time for bed. So I'm going to kill it. We've been streaming for what? A couple, 3 hours now? How long have we been streaming? How many people are even still here? 7? Kind of lost everyone. Started streaming 2 hours ago. It's been over 2 hours. Started right at 8, right? So almost 2.5 hours. Anyway, I'm off. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy yourself. Have a good nap. It's got to be like, I don't know what, 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning over there in Viking land. All right, I'm off, guys. See yous. End broadcast.